You're rolling.
Two Tramps in Mud Time by Robert Frost. Out of the mud, two strangers came and caught me splitting wood in the yard. One of them threw me off my aim by hailing cheerily, "Hit him hard!" I knew pretty well why he dropped behind and let the other go on away. I knew pretty well what he had in mind. He wanted to take my job for pay. Good blocks of oak it was I split, as large around as the chopping block, and each piece I squarely hit fell splinterless as a cloven rock. The blows of a life of self-control, spared to strike for the common good that day, giving a loose to my soul, I spent on the unimportant wood. The sun was warm, but the wind was chill. You know how it is with an April day. When the sun is out and the wind is still, you're 1 month on, in the middle of May. But if you should so much dare to speak, a cloud comes over a sunlit arch, the wind comes off a frozen peak, and you're 2 months back in the middle of March. A bluebird comes tenderly up to a light and turns to the wind to unruffle a plume, his song so pitched as not to excite, a single flower is yet to bloom. It's snowing a flake, and he hath knew winter was only playing possum, except in color he is in blue, and he wouldn't advise a thing to blossom. The water, for which we may have to look in summertime with a witching wand, in every wheel ruts now a brook, and every print of a hoof a pond. Be glad of water, but don't forget the lurking frost in the earth beneath. It'll steal forth after the sun is set and show on the water its crystal teeth. The time when most I love my task, these two must make me love it more by coming with what they came to ask. You think that I'd never felt before the weight of an axe head poised aloft, the grip on earth of outspread feet, the life of muscles rocking soft and smooth and moist in vernal heat. Out of the woods, two hulking tramps from sleeping God knows where last night, but not long since from the lumber camps. They thought all chopping was theirs of right, men of the woods and lumberjacks. They judged me by their appropriate tool, except as a fellow handles an axe. They had no way of knowing a fool. Nothing on either side was said. They knew they had but to stay their stay. But all their logic would fill my head, as if I had no right to play with what was another man's work for gain. My right might be love, but theirs was need. And where the two exist in twain, theirs was the better right. Agreed. But yield who will to their separation. My object in living is to unite my avocation and my vocation, as my two eyes make one in sight. It's where love and need are one, and work is play for mortal stakes. Is the deed ever really done for heaven and the future's sake? Robert Frost.
Wonderful.
Wow.